Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 18 of the cheesy stuffs that we call Omlette du Fromage. Now, I don't know why the camera stopped working again after yesterday. It worked perfectly fine yesterday, and then today it stopped working again, so no idea why that is. Eventually I'm gonna find out, I swear. Oh, for now, let's hop into our first game. Which is our blue Terran, Team UR's Blazjeva. Facing off versus the Barcode Protoss in red. Map is Parasite Leather Edition. And let's see what Blaze has. What crazy cheese Blaze has planned out today. Yo, Manix, what's up, my boy? Did you see the awesome intro that Tech made for me? There we go, finally building a barracks. Protoss is out scouting, because he likes to know what's up. And an SCV is also deciding to move across the map. To probably scout as well. These two boys will miss each other, albeit barely. Classic red versus blue situation here. Protoss deciding to build a proxy nexus, because why not? Yes, we have cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Proxy nexus pylon in your face. See how Blaze reacts to this quite aggressive plan of our Barcode Protoss boy with a bunker. Let's hope the bunker will go up before Protoss manages to recall with everything it has. We'll probably not be able to take out the Nexus before it goes up. At least not with one Marine. There's gonna be Zealots out and loads of probes, so probably 4 to 6 Zealots and loads of probes coming in here as soon as this finishes. And I'm guessing 4 Zealots will be more than enough to take out this bunker here. But hey, you never know. Let's see what we're gonna know soon. It's gonna be 2 Marines out versus 4. And recall incoming! I'm a guard. I'm a guard. So many probes. Of course, SCVs have one major advantage. They can repair themselves. Marines die almost instantly. And this pretty much spells doom and disaster for our boy Blaze. Blazjeva. Although he managed to, holy shit! He got a PF out. And the guy actually, wow, fuck that to the max. Oh, that was that was so unexpected. Jeez, that was good. Holy shit, that was good. Good job, Blaze. Save in the last second. I didn't even see it. That was a glorious. That's the games we live for. That's the games we live for, boys. Next up is Bunny Willis. Hope he's watching. In the lower right, we have Bunny Willis, the Red Terran from All Inspiration, our Grandmaster. Facing off versus the blue Protoss Maximus. gonna call him Maxi. As in the cute form of Max. In Swiss German, or in German we would say Maxchen. Or Maxli in Swiss German. See? It's, see what we did there? You don't want to know. Anyway, Protoss decides to go harass here with his first probe. It's looking very cannon rushy, if you ask me. There we go. Cannon rush still considered cheese to this day, and I agree. Couldn't agree more. Should absolutely be cheese. Bunny, of course, will not get phased by this. He immediately pulls in an SCV to keep on building. Can he actually see this? I guess not. It's exactly out of the range, so Protoss knows exactly what he's doing. But now, of course, Terran realizes that there's stuff going on that shouldn't be. He knows, oh man, it's a cannon rush. Immediately pulling 7 SCVs. Is this actually... No, this is not a closed area, is it? No. Okay, but only two SCVs can attack this cannon, which will then definitely go up. More SCVs being pulled. This is gonna be a strenuous hold. The bunker is not gonna finish. The cannon is gonna finish. And due to the warpins, of course, we have high ground vision as well, and another cannon coming up here. Nope, actually it's just a pylon, which will be taken out eventually by this bunkered marine. Then throwing down a factory to save this. Let's see what the Protoss does at home. It's playing elevator music. Not doing anything at home. Fully committed here to the cannon rush. Bunny decides to get the fuck out of there and float to the third base location. Of course, Protoss notices this, but will he react? Will he continue the cannon rush? He cancels most of his warped in buildings. Is cannon still... Yeah, of course. Okay, salvaging the bunker. Very nice reactions here by Bunny. If you could only get... Oh, actually he's building a photon cannon now here and the gateway. Jeez, okay. Transitioning. We are transitioning. Probe here trying to take out the tech lab on its own. Not gonna happen. And the probe is looking for the base. Doesn't realize that it's this close. But of course there will be more cannon rushing here as soon as the base is spotted. 5 areners will be hard pressed to take out that cannon. But if he can take out the pylon, something I learned from my Protoss buddy Glyn is that the pylon energy field does not extend upwards a cliff, so once this pylon is gone, this cannon will be unpowered. And immediately taking out this probe here like a boss. Like a boss. And the cannon rush will finally end. Of course, since Protoss has transitioned out a bit earlier here, he has a 6 probe advantage, 6 worker lead. And let's see how Bunny will react to this. Will he go for the hard counter and just kill everything with his army? Or will he try to max out of this? Looks like he's going to the other side of the map. Of course, there's not a single unit to be found. All of the defenses of the Protoss are concentrated here in this cannon. It's also not building anything, so if he would just move across the map, kill everything, then I guess he would win this game. Taking out the pylon, of course, will... this pylon might not even be in range. If you can take out the cannon, then... oh, barely in range. He really needs his mariners here to help. He realizes this and pulls them over now. All that's left from them maybe is the star on the ground next to the base. Bunny, I think you should have brought everything that you had from the beginning, and you might have been able to take out. Might have been able to take out the Protoss, although he still doesn't have any units, does he now? Nope. He will get the Dark Shrine now and 2 additional cannons on the high ground. But the low ground's pretty much forfeit, which will cost him 1,000,000 workers. Or at least... Ooh, he might have actually just be able to finish this right here, right now. Just focus the cannons. Boys are being pulled. That's a lot of boys. Will this actually be enough to kill these Marines? Not if they stutter step. No. If they stutter step, those boys will all die. Now the cannon finishes. 2 cannons actually finish. Dark Shrine will be out shortly. And Marine suck versus cannons. That's just fact. Not making any... Bunny doesn't show any markings of being willing to transition out here. And the first DT comes out, gets scanned and taken out. Of course, DT is very expensive, but gas-wise, Maxi is in a very good spot here. And of course, Bunny cannot scan forever because he only has 1 orbital. So this will force him to head all the way home. There's lots of Marine action going on here. Some are running forward, others are running back. Now everybody runs back. We have 1 missile turret here defending the space. And no missile turret defending the production up here. And no expansion as well for Bunny. So... even though he managed to... Bunny managed to sort of equalize the worker count. So that's great. Also building a second CC now, which is also great. So looks like we're starting to transition out, but now, of course, the production here is in deep shit. Because there's nothing that can see cloaked units up there. Of course, he should have a scan ready now. There's only 1 Dark Templar over here. But still gonna lose our depot, which will supply our Bunny boy. And DT will... Oh, it just barely gets DT. Oh, that was so close. Does Lock-on actually uncloak? Oh, I guess the shot was already in the air, that's why. But there's 3 more DTs incoming now, and there's not enough energy for a scan. Of course, the missile turret is gonna be able to detect here, and the Raven, which now is in the air, will spell an end to the threat that is DTs. And I guess with the Raven he should be able to do some damage up here, because there's not really much going on. There's 2 Stalkers, 2 Dark Templars, and that's a lot of Terran bio. We have 8 army supply versus 35. Might have wanted to bring an SCV with you to repair your almost dead Cyclone. Anything so much as looks at that Cyclone, it's gonna explode immediately. There we go. We have an Archon out now, but those Marines are gonna tear that Archon, a new one, into his energy shield. And once that energy shield is down, an Archon is about as useful as a probe. Albeit a big fat probe, but still. Looks like Bunny has this well in the bag here. This Nexus will fall. There's lots of Marines now. Ooh, well, there's actually a High Templar, okay. I mean, that was sweet, being able to feed back the Raven, but the Raven didn't have that much energy. And I think feedback has been nerfed anyway. But of course, some turrets would be able to quite nicely support this army. And finally the Nexus is taking out, and his opponent decides that his cannon rush has failed and thus leaves the game. Well played, sir, well played. Moving on, game number 3. It's our favorite. Well, my favorite, to be honest. Oh yeah. The Red Protoss. It's Debore. saying GLHF. On the right side of Automatron. Meanwhile, on the left, we have our very own Tech 4. Playing as a Zerg in blue. And he's gonna proxy hatch, probably. I would suggest he's gonna proxy hatch. Hey Tyro, nice of you to join. My good buddy from Switzerland. Also a Protoss, so he can sympathize with the Protoss here. This build is incredibly powerful at the moment versus Protoss. I've done this myself, and I think I haven't lost a match yet. Okay, I've only played like 6 games in total. 2 or 3 of those were Protoss games. But this build works wonders. Of course, Protoss knows that this is coming, but how is he gonna react? There's like 2 or 3 ways you can react, I guess. One is by building a forge. The other one is by pulling workers immediately. The third is by dying. So let's see how Tech 4 will be able to capitalize on his opponents. The other Protoss doesn't seem too worried. Well, he built a forge at least, but he might be planning to cannon rush. He will at least delay Tech 4's expansion as well here. Meanwhile, we have a Protoss pylon going down next to the hatchery. It's good to build this now, because in the sec there's going to be creep all around your net. Tech 4 finally deciding it's time to gas. And yeah, we'll see 2 cannons going down next to this Nexus, and this will of course be more than enough to take it down and secure this location for the Protoss. Although there will be units coming out shortly here out of the larva, and more units from the main to support this. But you need loads of Zerglings to destroy cannons. Nice gold base expansion here as well. Sneaky boy that Tech 4 is. Slowlings chasing a probe. Hatchery finally going down, not producing a queen, not producing anything. Maybe being able to take out the Zealot at least? No, nothing happening here. And forcing the Protoss to take a 3rd base early, which as soon as Zerg realizes this, there will be hell to pay. There will be lings all over this. Even if you build cannons here, it's not gonna matter. Transferring his probes to the newly acquired gold base, thus probably doubling his mineral income. And let's see what's happening. Well, I guess about a 1/3 more. Yeah, solid 1/3 more, which is nice. Adept. Will he spot it? He might once he hits the high ground. Yep, there we go. And is in a prime position to kill some drones if he would actually be watching the map. But I guess he's busy defending at home. Investing a lot in cannons here, but of course Tech 4 invested in a proxy hatch, so that should be fine. Poor probes being slaughtered here by this adept. Two queens defending the gold base. Natural base also going up now. Creep spread. It's nice if you can start this creep spread. Creep spread in the middle of the map. Lair tech is here of 1 gas so far. 2 more gas being taken here at gold location. Natural expansion almost taken here. Meanwhile, at the Protoss base we have a robo, some shield batteries, loads and loads of ropes and no second base yet, or third if you want. But a Stargate and a Robo. Usually they go Stargate into Robo, but this guy apparently goes Robo into Stargate, which I guess he could do. Sadly for him, unbeknownst to him, Tech 4 is fully aware of what's going on here. Perfect scouting information due to that sneaky overlord there on the high ground. Thank you, 29 Coast. Appreciate it. Always scares me when I hear that sound. Welcome to the family. Omlette lovers. Roach Warren and Spire going up here, as well as a Spoke Roller, of course, to defend versus the Void Ray. Okay. Guess you could do that. It's a powerful unit. Wow. Annoying as fuck. Look at it. It's fucking broken. It's fucking broken. Voider will come to help out here. Of course, those queens are too far away to really do anything. Voider not the best unit to deal with Zerglings, though. But guess good enough to shoo away the Zerglings so the Immortal can do some damage. Nope. Fuck the dying Zerglings. We will defend and try to kill this Immortal no matter what. Of course, since there's not much creep spread from the natural onwards, it's hard to move the queens around to deal with that air army here. And now we're gonna have them in the main base, but there's Mutas out now, which should be able to... I'm not sure, can 2 Mutas actually take out a Void Ray? Void Ray... Oh, it's actually 5 more. Okay, 10 Mutas, yeah, 10 Mutas will definitely be able to kill everything here. Sending the Lings now to kill the Immortal. The Void Ray, of course, recalled back home. There's a lot of cannons out already, so I'm not sure how much damage these Mutas are gonna find, but they definitely... 3 Stargates. Holy shit, okay. Well, that Artosis pylon, that is like half an Artosis pylon. Ooh, even taking out the Phoenix here. Yeah, okay, those Stargates will be incapacitated, and this is definitely enough Mutas to deal with anything that can come out of one Stargate for a while. Even if it's a carrier. So they slowed down the building of interceptors, apparently, so the carriers are not so overpowered anymore. I'm actually surprised they're still getting used. Because with the carrier's history is either it's completely broken or it's not being used at all. So it's surprising, but apparently it's balanced now. I don't know. You can probably still wreak havoc if you have enough of them. Should ask Total Havoc about that. He might know a thing or two about that. Finding massive worker damage here is Tech 4. These Mutas have already paid for themselves, taking out all the production and half of workers here. And supported by the Lings, they will now take out the rest of the Protoss Air Army, or at least try to do so. Focusing on the carrier will fall. And looks like this base is down. Of course, Corruptors are very good to deal with anything Protoss Air. And the GG is spoken. Well played by Tech 4. Nice transition out of that initial failed proxy hatching. And on to game 4 we move, which is another Blaze game. And of course he had to pick blue versus teal, because my life's not hard enough without fucked up colors in mirror matchups. In the top right we have Team UR's Mike, the teal Protoss. In the bottom left we have the blue Protoss, also from Team UR, it's Blazeva. Blazeva. It reminds me of these Clever and Smart comics. They used to say when they got hit or strangled or something. So let's see what the Protoss versus Protoss version of Fromage is. What brand of cheese they can muster. Looks like it's a cannon rush. Of course, I guess that works versus all the races, doesn't it? Even versus Zerg, they tried, the fools. Although I haven't seen Cannon Rush into Tempest yet, which with the new Tempest should be super broken, I guess. But I'm guessing it's hard to get there now, I don't know. Nidus will probably fuck you in the face before that hits. And cannons are being built. Gonna have to pull a lot of stuff to stop this. But if only one of these cannons goes up, there's a huge problem for Mike. Cannon Rush is worse? You mean worse as for the Protoss that gets cannon rushed, or worse for the cannon rushee? I mean, there's no sign of Forge being going down yet, so I don't know how Mike is gonna hold this, honestly. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty bad. I mean, what's he gonna do? He's gonna Florencio his way out of this by taking his opponent's third base. I guess he can do that. But will it go up in time? I guess it should. Guess it should. And building a robo before his all of his units. And Blazeva is pretty hard, pretty committed here. But of course, he knows that something fishy is up, and it's gonna cannon rush the new base location as well, because why not? Max is not even up, and there's gonna be a cannon rush in your backup base as well, so that's slightly unfortunate. I mean, Mike should have just built the Forge and started out with a cannon here, so, but I guess not. And I'm guessing, he might actually, yep, he can take this out. That's no problem. He can take this out, no problemo. The wall off is not great enough yet. Although if he builds a pylon here, he should be good. He should be able to hold this. And of course, Blazeva is majorly committed to this. Come on, man, focus, Mike, focus! You need to take out all these cannons, Mike. You need to fucking focus. Can't let a cannon get up. Build some fucking things here. Oh, he's not mining. He can't build anything. At least he's having Immortal out, which is gonna do wonders versus cannons. And I don't know. Is anything out yet? We have 16 versus 16 probes and 100 cannons and an Immortal. On one side 100 cannons, on the other side an Immortal, and one cannon goes up and you should really pull back. Pull back. Oh, this hurts so much. There we go. Immortal finally out. Oh, he doesn't even get the cannon. Yeah, Immortal not so great versus probes. The bane of their immortally existence. Boom goes the cannon, and okay. Looks like one Immortal is not enough to stop cannons, which surprises me. Oh, he just barely needs another hit because shield started regenerating. Immortal almost dies, and Cannot let the cannon get up there. Needs to take out the cannon right now before it goes out. If it goes up, the Immortal will die. Nope. Takes out the cannon. Seems to hold here. But Blaze was not having anything of his. Pulling his boys. Going in for the kill here. And he's actually 2 workers up. And an Immortal down, so this is going to be very interesting. Taking out the Immortal now. Now it's a probe fight. It's a knife fight. Oh god. The tension's killing me. Oh, Jesus Christ. So far Mike is doing really, really well. Of course, if this cannon goes up, then we have a problem here. And oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Blazer can build 1 more worker. Wow. 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 Thank you, Blaze, for sending this one in. Jeez, that was a great game. Wow. Knife fights, probe versus probe. So intense. Next up is the second submission from Bunny facing off versus they Nathanius. So, in the top left, in the red, it's Nathanius, the one and only, with the retro worker skin for his SCVs. Meanwhile, the guy in the blue Protoss trunks, just chilling here. It's our very own, all inspirations, Buddy Willis! And let's see what evil cheese I'm guessing Nathanius has cooked up here. Because Bunny apparently doesn't cheese, he only gets cheese, so... Let's see. I spy with my little eye somewhat semi-proxy racks. Is he gonna float it over? No. That wouldn't make any sense now, would it? Although it would be really sneaky, I guess. It also would take forever, probably. Bunny's also going to scout, of course, checking the tower like the good boy he is. And it's just faking out a proxy, maybe? Like, trying to freak out Bunny? And forcing maybe an overreaction if he doesn't see a Rex? I mean, that might be. Rex finishes up, immediately starts producing a Moraine. Man with gun. And Bunny's like, ah, jeez, okay, is this gonna be a proxy? And I'm guessing he's gonna have to scout for the proxy now, or not? No? No? What's that? Why? Okay. Well, this is weird. Weird meta mind games going on here. I'm as a plat, this is way beyond me. I mean, how am I supposed to understand what's going on in the mind of these two geniuses? Well, at least he forced the shield battery, unless that's standard for Protoss to do. Zealot's gonna have a very bad time though, chasing that Reaper. Could go on for years. Taking out one probe, almost losing the Reaper in the process. But hey, you know, he got a kill. 2 kills actually, okay. Racking up a third now. Maybe a fourth? Maybe? Maybe? Ah, 4 probes killed. Which of course sucks for Bunny. You don't want to lose more than 1 or 2 probes. And okay, after the fake out proxy, no, we can't. We really can't, Manix. no way. After the fake out proxy, we have a real proxy going on now, Stargate proxy, which is gonna build Banshees, it seems, maybe Liberators, who knows. But perfect reaction here from Bunny is building a Phoenix. Phoenix will counter everything that comes out of that Stargate. Saves his own adept there. Good. Wait. What the fuck are you doing, Nathanius? Seriously? Random supply depot somewhere across the map, you know, because the SCV was bored. So, well, I guess I better start constructing something, you know. I'm being paid here, have to do something for the money, right? I mean... And looks like Bunny is going to I'm building one of everything build. But he so far got 2 Stalkers and 2 Phoenix, so guess not sticking by that too hard. Phoenix gonna spot everything that's going on here, and army with 7 boys, 6 men with gun, and 2 Cyclones is moving across the map here. Cyclones are trying to run over the Marines. The AI won't let them, so causing this weird stuff going on. I guess Bunny should be fine holding this timing push here with the 2 shield batteries, the 3rd one going down. Actually, it's a pylon, okay. Pulling the boys immediately, knows he has to hold this, so this has to be a well-known timing push here. Incapacitates the Cyclones with his Phoenix and smashes through the Terran army. Banshee is a bit late. Does it even have cloak? Doesn't matter because it gets shot out of the sky immediately. Meanwhile, the second Banshee that does have cloak racks up kills here like a boss. 10 kills, 11, 12, Jesus Christ, a massacre. I'm guessing all of those are probe kills. Oh god. Pain is unbearable. Draining the shield batteries now. But at the same time, there's lots of Stalkers on the other side of the map, and just a Cyclone and some Mariners here to defend. And I guess... yeah, one of the benches has been taken out, but doesn't matter because the next one is on the way. Bunny behind in workers now, but he's gonna feel the full force of the Protoss might now. Notice the supply call down here by Nate. Even the geniuses sometimes supply block themselves, which calms me tremendously since I do that all the time. And even 5 SCVs repairing are not enough to deal with the combined damage of 4 Phoenix. And yeah, Nathanius is in a bit of a pickle here, because once you have enemies inside your production, it's gonna be tough to get them out again. Boys are being pulled, but of course Stalkers can outrun the boys. Will even stand and fight, and might lose a Stalker here to the boys, but now the Oracle has put on his death beam. Why did it stop? Okay, guess he's waiting for Marines, or not paying attention here at all. Is the Banshee still alive? Nope, guess got shot down by this Phoenix here, yep. Killed 2 Banshees, the boy. Meanwhile, the Zealots finally will clean up all the rest of the boys. Down to 3 workers here is Nathanius. It looks like the cheese has been held and countered harshly. Even the mind games couldn't save him. And it's just a matter of time. Of course, never surrender, never give up. And as long as there's Banshees shooting at your opponent's workers, there is hope. Albeit, you probably need 4 or 5 more Banshees to dish out the probe damage that you need. Still, it will force the Protoss to retreat here. And I guess it's just a matter of time, and finally going to take out the proxy here. Which will then of course end the Banshee harassment, because there's no more starport on the map. Actually cancels the last Banshee that's been built, because there were 4 Phoenixes waiting to shut it down. I'm not sure, I think Bunny could have just killed him there. But of course it's a nuisance to have to deal with Banshees. Yeah, I'm not sure, Nate, if this thing is gonna go well. Because I think this building will burn down. There's stuff that can shoot up. Boom, goes starport. And all that remains is the proxy depot now on the other side of the map for Euthanius. With a mine now being added to the compendium here, and it's gonna be a tough, hard fight. I dare say, even with a perfect engagement and a perfect with a mine hit, this is gonna be a very, very uphill battle. Especially since the Phoenix are getting more and more energy now. Boom! One Phoenix dies, all the shields go down, but the ground army is still here. Incapacitating the Cyclones once more and forcing the GG from Euthanius. Very well played, Bunny Willis. Nice mind games from Euthanius. And I'm gonna show you the awesome intro, outro again. And I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you for watching. Thanks for the subscription. Thank you for the follows. And see you next week. Don't forget to send me your replays. You can send them on Discord or here. Replay at fizzban.com. I really appreciate you sending me the replays so I can cast them. I usually like to cast 5 different players' replays, but of course if I don't have enough I will take what I can get. So anyway, have a nice evening and see you next week. Good night.